Good afternoon and welcome to the Subcommittee on Counterterrorism, Law Enforcement, and Intelligence. We're holding this important hearing to examine anomalous health incidents, otherwise known as AHIs or Havana syndrome, and discuss the potential targeting of U.S. government officials and their families in the homeland and elsewhere. Although this issue has recently gained significant media attention, the issues surrounding anomalous health incidents or Havana syndrome are not new. Dating back to 2014, a number of U.S. diplomatic, military, and intelligence officials and their families have reported major medical symptoms that have affected their auditory and sensory motor skills. These issues became public in late 2016 after a group of Canadian diplomats and U.S. government employees and their families assigned to the U.S. Embassy in Havana, Cuba, began experiencing similar symptoms. After the reported incidents in Havana, government officials and their families began reporting similar symptoms in the People's Republic of China, Vietnam, Germany, Austria, Serbia, Australia, Taiwan, Colombia, as well as here in the United States. Multiple agencies within the intelligence community have conducted assessments in an attempt to identify the factors that cause AHIs or who, if anyone, is responsible for these incidents. Unfortunately, none of these studies could conclusively identify the causes of these incidents. However, the State Department commissioned a study through the National Academies of Science, Engineering, and Medicine that found, and I quote, unusual presentation of acute, directional, or location-specific early phase signs, symptoms, and observations reported by Department of State employees to be consistent with the effects of directed pulsed radiofrequency energy. Many of the chronic, nonspecific symptoms are also consistent with known radiofrequency effects such as dizziness, headache, fatigue, nausea, anxiety, cognitive deficits, and memory loss, end quote. Since the National Academy's findings, generally the IC, the intelligence community, has stood by their initial findings and maintains that the origins of these symptoms are still unknown and not likely to be derived from the actions of a foreign adversary. Today, we hope to gain a better understanding of anomalous health incidents to address this pressing issue. And it's paramount that we acknowledge the gravity of this situation. And I think when you really look at what we're doing today, it's to have a transparent discussion, to talk to our three expert witnesses, to hear in a manner consistent with what they went through, what the facts are. And as Congress, the role on oversight is so important. That's what we're doing today. And so I'm proud that this is a bipartisan effort. And I now recognize the ranking member, the gentleman from California, Mr. Correa, for his opening.